Welcome to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, I have quite a few baking recipes on my channel and most of them have got egg in it. That's why I've got so many requests. Akshata, please show us an eggless cake and if possible an eggless chocolate cake. So after doing a lot of research and trying out different elements, I finally came up with a delicious chocolate cake recipe which is completely veg and it has no eggs at all. And this cake is so moist and so delicious. And after baking the cake, I'm also going to be showing you how to make your own chocolate ganache at home, which is so super simple that you're just going to love it. And that once you learn how to make this ganache, you're going to top all your cupcakes and your muffins and all your cakes and pastries with this awesome ganache. It's super simple. My kids just loved it. In fact, it almost got over the day I made it only. So I hope you like today's recipe. I hope you give it a try. It's super simple and it's made with all ingredients which are easily available. So if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a big like. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and become a part of Akshata's Recipes family. And once you have subscribed, please do click the bell so you won't miss out any of the videos or vlogs that I'll be posting on my channel. In that way, you will be up to date with whatever's coming up on my channel. So without much further ado, let's just go ahead and make this amazing chocolate cake with ganache. Let's begin making this amazing and moist chocolate cake which is completely veg. Now I've preheated my oven for 10 minutes for 180 degrees Celsius. This is 1.5 cup of sifted flour. This is 1 cup of powdered sugar which is also sifted, as well as 1/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder which is again sifted. This is 1 teaspoon of instant coffee powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence or extract, 1/3 cup of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of lime juice, 1 cup of water at room temperature. Now I've also lined a baking tin or a cake tin with some baking paper. Now in a large bowl, I'm going to be first adding in my sifted flour as well as the sifted cocoa powder, and we're going to whisk this well together so that it gets mixed in well. It's very important that all of these 3 ingredients are sifted. That way your cake will be nice and smooth and moist too. Now to this, we're going to be adding the baking powder as well as the baking soda. This will make your cake really soft and spongy and airy. Again, give this a good mix by whisking it. Next, we're going to be adding in the lime juice, followed by the sifted powdered sugar. You can powder the sugar at home too in a mixer, but see that you sift it well. Next, we'll go in our melted butter. Then we're going to be adding a little bit of water to the instant coffee powder. Give it a stir and add that in well. That will make it easier to blend in with the other ingredients. Now you will not get the coffee taste even though we are adding the coffee powder, but what it does, it elevates the taste of the cocoa and it really brings out an amazing chocolate flavor. Now we're going to be adding some vanilla essence or extract. And we're going to be adding the water. And we're going to be giving all of this a very good mix. And then you will see that it just resembles cake batter once you have mixed everything well together. Now this is just a one bowl recipe, so it's so simple and so easy. You don't have to whisk everything separately. Everything just goes into one bowl and you're done. Now don't forget that you have to preheat your oven for 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. That's very, very important if you want your cake to nicely get baked evenly and rise and be a perfect cake. So it's always important to preheat your oven. And now we're just going to empty this lovely cake batter that we have prepared into our lined cake tin. Now it's very important to, line the cake tin so that your cake doesn't get stuck to the cake tin. So ensure that you do line it with some baking paper or some parchment paper. It's very easily available in the market. And now we're going to bake this in our preheated oven for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Now every oven is different, so keep an eye on your cake and just watch it from time to time that it is rising, it's not getting overcooked. And here our cake is all ready. When you put a knife or a spoon or a fork into it, it'll come out very, very clean. Let the cake completely cool down for 15 minutes. Now we're going to make this lovely chocolate ganache, which is again so easy to make, and it just brings your cake to another level. Now I've taken about 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream in a saucepan. I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon of butter. And using a whisk, I'm going to whisk both of this on a very, very low flame. Don't leave this because it'll get burnt. You have to keep an eye on it and just whisk in the butter into the cream, and then you will start seeing that it starts to simmer, or it starts to bubble at the edges of the cream. That shows you that your cream is ready. So till then you just have to wait on a very low heat, simmer it till you get little bubbles at the end of on the rounds or the edges of your cream. Then you turn off your gas, again give it a slight whisk, and now I'm going to be adding about 3/4 of dark chocolate compound, which I've just grated because it becomes easier. So just using a regular grater, just grate that. And now remember, your flame is completely off. There's no heat. Just whisk in the chocolate and you'll get this amazing ganache. And now bring it to room temperature, and then you're going to refrigerate it for 15 minutes. This is very important too. So after waiting for the cake and the ganache to completely cool down, we're going to decorate our cake. So first I'm going to be demolding my cake from the cake tin, removing the baking sheet. And now I'm going to take this lovely, awesome ganache that is nicely thickened and cooled down and just apply it or just spread it all over the cake. It's so easy to work with once you refrigerate it, and that your cake has to be cool. If your cake is hot, then your ganache is going to just drip all over because of the heat. And now I've just taken some chocolate shavings. You can use chocolate sprinkles, anything of your choice, just to decorate the cake and make it look nice and beautiful. And now just cut it up with a very sharp knife. You can also dip your knife in very hot water. That makes it easy. And after you've cut it, just wipe it down every time. It becomes easier to get clean cuts. And there it is. Your chocolate cake is all ready. It didn't even take much time to prepare. So you can keep this ready for your kids when they come home from school, for your family. You can give it to them in their tiffin, or if someone is just coming home for dinner or lunch, this is an instant dessert. And it's eggless and completely vegetarian. So I hope you liked today's short and sweet recipe. I hope you give it a try. And if you like it, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. Ring the bell so you won't miss out any of my recipes or vlogs that come up on my channel. Visit Akshata's Recipes. I have more than 280 recipes at the moment. So go and visit my channel, explore my channel. I have lots of vlogs where you get to know me better. And thank you so much for stopping by and watching my recipe. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys. See ya.